miles due east of the building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Today, a good matchup. And the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, welcome to this game. Jake Moody gonna get it started. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So the Cardinals come out and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had. Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
Murray now on second down, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Murray. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to Krosky. And there's defense to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Johnson there on the tackle. 2-yard pickup, 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down, and as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Pitt quarterback, James Conner. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Murray. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. He'll step up and run this.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
They'll empty out backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no 1st downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Conner. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down by Jartavius Martin. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
2nd down and 8. To throw is Murray. Left left side. It's caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. First grab of the game for Brown. Good enough for a first down.
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike. This is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Third, they need 8. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here's Blake Gillikin now, as he is on to punt for Arizona. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. And in motion is Brown. Now Daniels throwing on first and 10.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everyone.
They'll try to run for it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. Daniels now going to look to throw. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
That's good.
First catch of the ball game for Debo. And that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Debo Samuel that time. And it'll be second down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't, see, not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
That's to the rookie out of Virginia Tech, Jalen Lane.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Throw it, Daniel. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will have the Commanders' first down. They needed 5, and he picked up 8.
That's another.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
There he goes again.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Daniels. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Krosky Merritt goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 7, Cardinals 0. Jake Moody to kick
So,
off.
following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Cardinals offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with first and 10. Toss, Connor heading left, room to run at the 35, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
So after one, 7-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they've got it with first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
A pickup there of 13. It's an Arizona first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Cardinals first down.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
On first and 10, it's Murray. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Martin.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Commanders' offense headed back out, along with the guy who goes by Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a first and 10. Throwing now, Daniel. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. They'll throw with Daniel. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy.
Doesn't seem a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is first and 10. Murray gonna hand this to Benson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 22 now, Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. It's Murray. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
2nd down, Murray taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, it's Murray. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
4th down. Here's Murray. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And he will get into the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Arizona.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on 4th down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the official's rule. In fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Cardinals will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. run to begin the drive, and it's Karski Merritt. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Daniels. It's McLaurin open on the left side. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Cards offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll try to work the screen with Connor. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. He keeps it himself. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle. Just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the results showed.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Now Murray keeping it himself. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 33. Here's 2nd and 2. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Play action. It's Murray. It's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate here, and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. James Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Commanders 7.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Big Walter Nolan, the rookie out of Ole Miss, there to make the stop.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Daniel. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Here's Tress Way now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
That's good for a Cardinals first
down. The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now Murray to throw on 2nd down. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Late in half is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense to make better decisions, because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Going now, Daniel looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. Trying to
Brings
connect
up
with the
second
veteran
and
Zach
10.
Ertz that time. It's second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Daniels quick to Deebo at the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll step up and run. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal.
And he's into the end zone. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Moody now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Jake Moody.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner set to take over again. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Now, Murray on the bootleg. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Working from the shotgun. It's Murray. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Deron Payne gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
The Cardinals line up for a punt as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35, and it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Commanders offense ready for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. The drive starts with a carry, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Third and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he picks up the first down here. But hold on, will it stand? There's a flag on the field. Laramie Tunsil, the big tackle, flag there.
Still fourth down.
The Commanders set to kick this one away as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson getting ready for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Murray keeping it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He was taken down by
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Connor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 10. They put Wilson in motion. On 3rd down, Murray. His throw left side is complete. It's a pickup of 12. It's an Arizona 1st down.
a gain of 12 yards. And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Murray will throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Von Miller. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Murray, screen set up for Benson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. to begin the drive with Eckler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, it's Daniels. Short one there. He's got Ertz. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Washington. And even 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Right side, pulled in by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cards offense and running back Trey Benson getting ready for their next drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Murray. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 2nd down, it's Eckler. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he will have the Commanders' 1st down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and 10.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They run this straight ahead with Eckler, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It is 3rd and 10. Man in motion is Brown. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
A 41-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time? Do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. first play of the drive, and here's Benson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
The Cardinals lining up for a punt. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Daniels. Samuel has it on the slant. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll be 2nd down. Kroski Merritt, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. This is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Murray. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
They win right now. 3rd and long. He finds his man. It's Torch. The Commanders come up with it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific passing catch, but gotta finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge, explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. And that's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a big offensive play.
And remember now, all turns have to be verified by a
Previous
replay.
play is under
So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. A throw on the move is caught, and he will be out of bounds right around the 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Commanders' 33-yard.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Rolling to the left. Now he takes off. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
He's to the 10. And they're getting down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Benson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
extra point now by Riley. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Commanders 20.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Left side, it's caught by Brown. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can.
That pass play good for 22. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. The motion man here is McLaurin. Krosky Merritt to run again, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Daniels quick to Deebo. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the
Similar to a
pickup.
tight end, the
It's second
slot
and
receiver
8
is often
at the
considered the
Cardinals'
safety blanket. He
34-yard
makes all
line.
the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing on second down. Daniels. He takes off. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of
He
18.
is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. He'll take off again.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. That's the veteran Calais Campbell in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's gonna be a good day, boy. Let's go, baby. It's gonna be a good day, boy. Oh yeah. Here we go. Come on, baby. Here we go. Let's go, man. Like a roll of
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A loss of 2.
Card's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
At the 3-yard
And they'll get
line.
together prior to this 2nd down play.
Go, baby. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let it. Throw it. Go, baby. Put the ball on the stride. Go. I want to see it.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one, take it in. Harry, Flurry, touchdown, Washington.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage, great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
21.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Come on! This could be worse, but I feel like we can do better than that. Come on, this is worse. All right, let's go home.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He fields it at the 8, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's caught downfield by McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Marvin Harrison Jr. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw again is Murray. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
And of all the sacks they have had in this game, Mike, that's the biggest one yet. That is a big-time play. You know what they say? Sacks end games, and that might have been it right there.
Gotta have it. 4th and 4. Here we go. One final play. And he's gonna go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.